Good morning. This reading is going to be for the full moon in True Sky Virgo for the collective. So I've already pre-shuffled the cards and cleansed the space. Angels, guides, folk heroes and gods, ancestors, please guide us towards what we need to know at this time about the full moon in True Sky Virgo. Okay, so I'm going to start with the Alice in Wonderland Tarot, which I have been using quite a lot lately, mostly because of the solar transit of the sun through Pisces, and I think it's a really cute deck anyway, but okay, so we've got here as our first card today the Ace of Cups or Teacups, which can represent a new beginning on an emotional level. So it can also signify new relationships, which can be romantic, but generally are of an emotional nature. And then next to that we have the Queen of Flowers, which is equivalent to the Queen of Wands. So this could be saying that you may have a new relationship with a Queen of Wands type of figure. So the Queen of Wands is very warm and loving and creative and magical. She's the fire element in the feminine. So she brings, creativity and warmth and all those elements with her. And then next to, it can also signify the Queen of Wands with the cups. If it's not a woman, it can signify yourself if you are a woman, that this new loving energy, emotional energy could be bringing out those elements within you, or you could be playing that role within those elements. So the next card we have is also the World card, and the World card signifies a completion. It's very lucky, a very, very beneficial card. So it does signify a completing type of energy. And with the Queen of Wands, it could signify that that energy with the Queen of Wands could be completing something in your life or in this other. So there could be some kind of resolution or completion there. Also, the next card we have is the Four of Flowers, which is similar to the, like in the Rider-Waite deck, the Four of Wands. So this card is associated with a happy home and stability. So having that with the World, to me, would represent, getting a home or feeling stable in some kind of completion sense, emotionally, creatively. And also the next card we've got is the Pair, which is equivalent to the Lovers in this deck. So the Lovers is often about a choice, and it doesn't just signify love, but often can be about different paths that appear for your benefit, and you need to focus on which path is best for you. So there's a lot of that even here with this layout with the Queen of Flowers. So there's some deciding factor at play. And then the last from these that I've pulled today is the Ace, or the One of Flowers, which is equivalent to the Ace or One of Wands. And this one is a very passionate card, so it does symbolize passionate energies and once again new beginnings. So even though we have this completion energy of the world, so there's some kind of completion or summing up process happening, there's also new beginnings, because not only do we have the Ace of Teacups, but we also have the Ace of Wands. So I'm going to clarify these cards with the Wheel of the Year Tarot, which I thought was a good addition, because the full moon is in Virgo, and yeah, so you know, the other side of the wheel that we're on currently, the opposite with the full moon, is the Virgo of Pisces. Okay, so the clarifying card here I've got for the Ace of Cups is the Two of Cups. So this one definitely signifies a love relationship or a partnership. So there's new energy there. New relationship, new partnership, can be on an emotional level, can be, depending on the cards, on other levels. Okay, and then next card we got is the High Priestess. I'm not sure if you can see that one that well. So she is for the Queen of Flowers. So wow, that is a really potent combination, having the Queen of Wands or Flowers with the High Priestess. So not only is this woman or yourself creative and warm and loving, but then you've also got this ability to intuit things and know things and see things that others may not see. Next one we've got is the Two of Wands, to clarify the world. So this is an early stages of building card. It does signify that there is still quite a lot of work to come, and that you do need to look, well, often you are looking ahead at this time because it is the new beginnings. So that's interesting, because there's this completion energy, but there's this new, quite new energy as well here. To clarify the Four of Flowers, I have the Chariot. So the Chariot is a card of success. It does symbolize movement. It does also, it can be to do with your vehicle. So there could be something going on with your vehicle. Interesting, we have the Four of Flowers or Four of Wands with the Chariot, because in a way it's kind of like the home with the vehicle, you know, parked in the driveway. So it's almost like a completion energy there, with like, you know, having a home and having a vehicle to be able to get the things that you need for your home and everything. So that's interesting. The next card we have is Strength. Strength card. So this is to clarify the choice or the pair, which is the Lovers. So this is I really like the card of Strength. It talks a lot about that strength is an inner force, and that, yeah, obviously we can be strong on the outside, but you know, mentally we also need strength mentally to get through certain challenges. And yeah, it talks about relying on your strength to get through this time. It's very much linked with the heart. And normally Leo, however, this tarot has the Bull, which is interesting. And then the last card I have here is actually the Princess of Pentacles. So this is a more modern deck that traditionally would have been the Page of Pentacles. So that represents a new beginning. So there is a new beginning surrounding this passion. It's on a material level, so there could be some funds from some new passion project on the way. Okay, so I'm also going to use the Mermaid cards. Okay, so this card that I've got right here now is, first card is yes. Your intuition is correct. Take action accordingly. So this one really resonates with the High Priestess here. So if the Queen of Wands is a woman in your life and you're seeking advice from her, she could know some answers to some dilemma in your life. Interesting. We've got watch your thoughts. It's important to only think about what you desire, not what you fear. So this one is really resonating with the Strength card for me here. We don't have a lot of sword energy. I actually don't think we have any swords here. So that's more on the mental plane. But that for me, I was really feeling like the Strength was not just, especially with the Lovers and the decision aspect, it was also in the mental, which is very Virgoan. So the Virgo is linked with Mercury and linked with the mind, and is very precise sign, very detail oriented, and attention not seeking, but they pay attention to detail. And the last one that I got is rest. You've been working hard, take a nap and get some rest. So yeah, that's really obviously really important too. Virgos are known to work hard. It's a very hardworking sign. However, Pisces can be too, but on a different level. They're more of a spiritual sign. Okay, the next oracle I'm going to pull from is the Outlander. First card I got, Judgment. Next one, Helplessness. Last one, False Messiah. Okay, so I am going to look at the book for that one. So the themes around judgment. Obviously, I would suggest that it's got similar energies to maybe the Justice card with the tarot. There is some corresponding energies. So, Judgment. Okay, so the themes here are around justice, yes. So yeah, the card of justice. Accountability and values. Judgment represents trial and consequences leading to transition and rebirth. It emphasizes the importance of clear decision making. That's interesting with the decision making and having the Lovers with Strength clarifying it. Next one, helplessness. Lack of control, fear, and the inner critic. Helplessness is an energy that can resonate with the Pisces type of energy. And interestingly, with the false messiah, people, astrologers and other people that are into different, esoteric or, kind of conspiracy minded themes do talk about this year being a potential year for the rebirth of, I'm not going to say it's the false messiah, however, I feel that there could be some of that energy. I mean, definitely, I think with what's going on in the world right now, there's a lot that we don't know that is going on. So the misguided energies, disaster and upheaval. Okay, so the last cards I'm going to pull from, actually not the last cards, I'm going to pull a couple of numerology cards. I got karmic completion. That's so interesting considering what I was just saying about what's happening in the world. And then the next one, individuality, which is interesting too because they are definitely themes that keep cropping up, and leadership. So take care of yourselves for the full moon, and I would say, honor it in a Virgoan way. So Virgos are often good with their hands. They also like to, they're introverted signs, so they do often like to do things that they enjoy, but that are often alone. They tend to like their solitude and peace. And on a mental level, so reading and learning new things, and so I suggest that's a good energy to honor at this time. And obviously with the Pisces energy, it's there's a spiritual undertone as well. So yeah, take care of yourselves, and I will be back soon. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Bye.